الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. أخوات, brothers and sisters, اليوم إن شاء الله I'm going to start with an English lecture. And I don't want to take much of your time, 10-15 minutes max. فأرجوكم 10 دقائق ربع ساعة, you just listen to this lecture إن شاء الله بعد يوم you can go on our way. So, a few days ago, when I was told that I was going to be doing a lecture in English, I was quite stuck. I didn't know what I wanted to do it on, and I was told something to do with Imam Ali alayhi salam. So one of the first ideas that came to my mind was that I do a story about his life. I mentioned the key events that happened to him. But I thought I'd done something similar a couple of years ago, so I wanted to give something else to the community. Another idea was perhaps I go through Nahj al-Balagha, I look at a sermon and try go through the themes of the sermon. But again, that's quite difficult to cover in 10-15 minutes. And it requires quite extensive knowledge. So then I came to the final idea, which was to go through a few ahadith and try to find a theme which inshallah we can all connect to and discuss. So, of course, Al-A'imma alayhim as-salam wa Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam, they have such a wide range of knowledge, an ocean of knowledge. So it's really hard to pinpoint one key idea to try to present to you all. But I was looking through an app on the phone. It's called My Daily Hadith. I'd recommend all of you go download it. Each day it will give you a different hadith from the Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam. And whilst I was scrolling through my previous notifications for the different hadith, I came across a common theme, specifically with Imam Ali alayhi salam, and the hadith attributed to him. And a lot of these hadith focus on laziness and time wasting. Now, I'm going to recite these hadith to you later on, but when reflecting on these hadith, I took a moment, I stepped back, and I thought, me and myself, am I actually making the most of my time? Am I being proactive? Am I being productive? And I thought, and I looked on my phone, and there's a different way you can check your screen time. And I saw that on the days that I wasn't working, or the days that I was in university, the days I wasn't in university, I was spending a lot of my time, not the majority, but a large portion, mindlessly scrolling through social media, messaging on WhatsApp, doing all sorts of, you could say, laghwa, which isn't beneficial to me. Alright? And I thought to myself, if I could just spend half of that time, not even half of that time, a quarter of that time, trying to focus on doing a new task or a new skill, something beneficial, then I would see how much it would improve my quality of life. But if we all take a moment just to reflect. If we spend a quarter of the time that we do on our phones, on something else, a new skill, whether it be trying to memorize a juz' or a surah from the Quran, reading more Quran, trying to take up a new language, trying to get more active, engaging in fitness. If we try to focus on building these new habits and these new tasks, then I'm sure we'd all see an improvement in our quality of lives. So I wanted to bring just a short hadith, and I'm going to recite it in Arabic first and then in English. أعلم أن الدنيا دار بلية لم يفرغ صاحبها فيها قط ساعة إلا كانت رغبته عليه حسرة يوم القيامة. Now what does that mean in English? Know that the world is a place of trial. So this dunya is a place of trial and tribulation, wherein there is no time a person can afford to be idle or doing nothing. For that time will be a source of regrets for him on Yawm al-Qiyamah. So if we take a minute just to reflect, how many hours do we spend on the television, on our phone, not just on these activities, just wasting time in general? What proportion of our day do we spend not being productive? And this hadith from Imam Ali alayhi salam tells us that on Yawm al-Qiyamah it will be a source of regret for us. But I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult to try taking the first steps to improving our productivity. But what we like to say in English is baby steps. If we start off 10 minutes a day, then move on to 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day, trying to build new habits, then on Yawm al-Qiyamah, if Allah ever asks us what we did with our time, we could say that we were working towards being productive, inshallah. So the question is, why did I bring up this topic? Or why did I pick out this topic specifically to try to speak to you about? It's because it's a problem that I suffer from, and it's a problem that I'm also sure that a lot of the shabab within the community suffer from as well. Not even just the shabab, everyone in general. We all spend a lot of time maybe wasting time on television or on our phones. So it's become an epidemic almost, and it's something that as a community we need to work on. So that's essentially why I picked this topic out. And the question is, why is it that we do this? There's many reasons. One could say that when we go on our phones, it triggers the release of dopamine, and that gives us a sense of enjoyment, so we continue doing it, and we continue doing it, and we fall in this loop, this never-ending loop of addictiveness. But then at the same time, we can't just blame our phones, and we can't just blame the television, and we can't just blame all these external factors. Otherwise, this hadith would have been present 1,400 years ago, for they didn't have the phone 1,400 years ago. So it must be something to do with the person themselves. What could it be? It could be a lack of motivation, it could be a lack of drive, it could be a lack of discipline. So it means that as people, we need to struggle within ourselves to try to overcome these problems, to try to overcome these, these desires. And through that, inshallah, we'll be able to work towards these goals and become proactive. Now the question is, how do we go about doing that? How do we go about being proactive? Well, the most important step that I'd say is to make a plan. If you make a plan that you're going to start studying, for example, 30 minutes a day, then build up 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Or that you want to get involved in fitness, you want to start 30 minutes a day, 1 hour, whatever it is, you need a plan. But what I don't want you all doing today is going home and then forgetting this, and then keep delaying making the plan. La. Now is the moment. Inshallah, you should start thinking about now what steps you need to do to try to be more proactive. There's another hadith that I'd like to bring up which is relevant to this as well. فتدارك ما بقي من عمرك ولا تقل غدا أو بعد غد فإنما هلك من كان قبلك بإقامتهم على الأماني والتسويف حتى أتاهم أمر الله بغتة وهم غافلون. Now what does that mean? It says, seize what you have left of your life. And don't keep saying, tomorrow I'll do this, tomorrow I'll make the plan, or the day after I'll make the plan. Yeah, now is the time. Now is the time to make a plan if you want to make a plan. For verily those before you were ruined because of their persistent wishful thinking and their procrastination. This is telling us, this has happened to all of humanity before. They say, I'll make a plan, I'll begin praying 5 times a day, I'll begin trying to memorize the Quran, I'll begin trying to read the Quran. And then the next day what happens? They might fall into la samahullah al-health. They might become busy. You never know what happens. So what this hadith from Imam Ali alayhi salam is telling us, if we want to take action, we take it now. So it's just to leave with you that thought that as a community, as individuals, we can try to be more proactive. we can try to spend our time more usefully, because we're going to be asked by Allah what we do with our time. But if we start making a plan from early on, from today, to try to be more proactive, then inshallah we'll all see the effects, the positive effects it has on our lives. جزاكم الله خير من الجزاء. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.